Who do we got? Hey, Bill, how are you? Get a wave. Michael's here. Michael says, "Hey, Gogi, I'll be here." Rhea says, "Sorry." Bill, my friend, it's not me you need to apologize. It is our friend Willow. She's in a very sensitive spot. So it's not fair for her to be singled out like that. So, yeah, as far as me, no need to apologize. You don't need to apologize to me, but to our friend Willow. Hey, Danny. Danny says, Danny the Singamani, thumbs up, Yogi. Thank you, Danny. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Songahan says, hi, friend Yogi. Hey, Songahan. Danny's doing good. I'm glad to hear that. She was in the, when you were going after her last night, she was actually in the hospital. It's not for me to say, what's going on. That's her concern. We don't like other people's discussing other people's business. Um, but yeah, she was in the hospital when you were going after her last night. She could have used a positive quote instead of being torn down. Simple says, greetings, Ganeric. Greetings to you, my friend. Tongahan says, hi, Danny. Hey, let's see. Hey, Chris. Mama Chris is here. Says hello. It's nice to see you, my friend. Danny says hi to Squirrel. Tongahan says hi to Chris. Snapper saying hi to everyone. Where it says, oh, I never knew that. You know the reason? I do know the reason, but again, it's not for me to say. That's why we always tell people here, be kind to everyone. You never know what they're going through. You never know what battle someone is fighting. And you know what? We're all fighting a battle of some kind or another, or so it seems. Semper says, Rhea, quit, it's personal. Yep. Chris says, had a Songo, Squirrel, Rhea, and Danny. Songo says, I was at Puppy Zombie stream before. I was there for a bit too. Hey, Jim Rat. Jim Rat says, jokes are hello. Hello, Jim Rat. How are you? I keep meaning to rewatch your dancing tutorial. Maybe you'll be able to help me. She's not here now, Freya, but I suspect she will be. She wanted to do some breath work in a little bit. Freya says, is she okay? Then not. She, again, I don't like discussing other people. Chris says, good to see you and everyone. It's good to see you, my friend. Evan says, do you ever get anxiety? Yes, I do. I suffered quite a bit anxiety for a long stretch of time, surprisingly. And my anxiety caused anxiety because I was teaching people how to deal with anxiety. I was teaching yoga and meditation and breath work to deal with anxiety, as well as suffering sleep issues. And I taught people sleep hygiene. So I began suffering from imposter syndrome. Who am I to teach anyone anything? Can't even help myself. A long stretch of time. And I still feel like creeping up on occasion. Don't want to say that I navigated my way through it. I switched my breath work around. Um, I did it less haphazardly and I did it with a purpose. Same with my yoga. That's a good question. I'm always happy to talk about it. It was a rough time. Jim says, green is life. Green is life. I agree. Coming up on my favorite time of the year. Cypress saying hi to everyone. Evan says hi. Rhea says, is she okay then or not? It's not my position to talk about, Rhea. Willa says, hi, Yogi. I need your help. You got it. What do you need? Rhea says, sorry to Yoda. Thank you for that apology. Big Al says, good evening. Who is okay? What have I missed? We're just catching up. Cypress says, hi, Willow. My cat's here harassing me. Willow says, all good, Rhea. You see that? That is grace. That's how to do it, guys. Big Al says, Yogi, I'm working on anxiety. I had my first psychiatrist appointment today. All went well. I'm good. Hey, the breath work that we're doing and all the somatic stuff that we do, all geared towards anxiety. Even if you don't have anxiety, it's still good to have these grounding practices. Michael says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Michael. Hey, I enjoyed the interview. Rhea says, Yoda, why are you in the hospital? Hey, Phoenix, our good friend Phoenix Fireside, who has very sincere, very kind, very loving live streams. Highly recommend you go into our live stream and just hanging out, because you're hanging out with a good friend. Almost instantly, you're greeted, you're welcomed, and you're there and you're hanging out with a good friend. I absolutely love that. These are the channels that I want to really truly help. Nature's Dog Realms, Daisy May, Phoenix and Fireside, Tundra, Mary's Gigs. They are creating something special on YouTube in my opinion. Zipper says, greetings, Big Al and Michael. So Big Al, yeah, sorry to hear about that anxiety. I can definitely relate. Willis says, Ray, I don't really want to tell you that you were being mean to me earlier. I don't really want to share. Sorry. That's understandable. Phoenix says, don't miss out. Set your notification bell so that you don't miss when Yogi goes live. Hit the like, thumbs up, share. Thank you so much, my friend. Willis says, okay, I need your help. So my hospital, they rang me and said we need to do something to your arm. But because I'm me and I hate talking, they said they need me to talk to me for them to help me a bit more. But I can't bring myself to. Nature says hi to Phoenix. Well, this is the way to get some help, though. Hey, Rhea, Willow accepted. Yoda, she accepted your apology. So that's a good start. Let's just leave it at that. Phoenix says, Chris, I didn't see you last night, but I stopped by. Frenchie says, hey, Yogi. Hey, Frenchie, how are you? So I know you don't want to go back, but if they're saying they can help your arm now's the time to go. Stephen says, Rhea, quote, what help could you give? And Chris says, I saw you. Thank you, my friend. I was sleeping. I know you want to know what's wrong with her, but wanting to know and needing to know, two different things. So I would just urge you to let it go. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Hey, it's up to you, man. I appreciate that. I got you earlier today, thanks to Toy Pups. I got another account, and I'll hit you up with that too. Willis says, I don't know what to do, Yogi. I think you need to get your, because they said they're going to help you. I think you should get your arm checked again because they will help you. And if it's a hospital, then they know that it's important to do. We'll do some breath work, and then if you want to go, Willis says, "Yeah, they said I need to speak to them. I hate the doctor, and I also hate talking." I know. I know you're trying to help, Rhea. So, as hard as it is, it's important for your safety. Take care of your arm. Phoenix says, saying I'm sorry goes a long way. I love a fresh start. I agree. That's the whole basis of Ho'oponopono, which is the art of forgiveness. It's Hawaiian shamanism, and it is the art of forgiveness and reconciliation. And it's not, again, it's forgiveness the same in the same vein as A Course in Miracles, that we're not saying, please forgive me, and we're not saying, I'm sorry that I did something. It's saying that in a participatory universe where everything is participating with everything else the way it has to be, I am sorry for being witness to this within my consciousness, within our shared consciousness. Please forgive me, because I recognize that just by my awareness, just by virtue of being aware, that I am somehow a participant in this. Thank you for this recognition, and I love you, which seals the deal because the universe is made of love. There's nothing but love. Only love is real. So the 4 phrases you use in Ho'opono is I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it's almost as a mantra, and you do it not just it's likened to a whiteboard. When you um, wake up in the morning, it's an empty whiteboard, except for all that stuff from yesterday and the day before and the day before, and some might say previous lifetimes. And then there's a little space for today. Through the course of the day, you keep adding stuff to that whiteboard. More and more stuff, more programming, more thoughts, more regrets and resentments and grievances, more judgments against ourselves, against others, against the world. By the end of the day, that whiteboard is filled to capacity. When you go to sleep, maybe you create a little more space. But when we use Ho'opono, when we practice forgiveness through the day, it's like taking a magic eraser and we start clearing it more and more and more. By the end of the day, we got a whole lot more space. The journey of a lifetime is to wipe that clean. Willis says, yeah, I guess I just don't know how, what to do. So can you call them? Ray says, what's happening? Yoda says, well, I'm talking to Yogi, not you. Semper says, Ray, you know what would help indirectly? Actually, maybe even directly. Hey, Normal. Normal says, hello. Hello, my friend. Phoenix says, sometimes accepting an apology is more for yourself. Very true. So you can let go and move on, freeing yourself rather than freeing the other person. Nice. I like that. Ray says, what? Ray, you could say, sorry, please forgive me. I love you to Yoda. True. Yes, we'll definitely do some breath work. And just a little bit. I thought we'd do breath work and a butterfly hug. Have you guys ever done the grounding technique of a butterfly hug? Hey, Tef. Michael says, hey there, Yogi. I had a great interview. Today I'm on. Yep, I was there for a bit. My friend's channel, and also officially ordered my Mysteries Untold channel stickers. They'll be here next month. Put me down for one, for sure, Michael. How are you doing, Taf? Willis says, yeah, I can't just know what to say to them. You don't really have to say much. Ask them Ask them what they need from you. So Willow is asking very politely just to change the subject. Do you want to do breath work before you call them or after you call them? Nature says, I haven't. Very simple technique. It is very grounding. It relieves anxiety. It's an act of self-love. I thought we'd do that with some breathing. Cass says, I'm okay. Thank you. How are you? I'm pretty good. So Rhea, she's actually talking to me though. Taff says hi to Simon. So you guys let me know. Do you want to do some breath work now? You want to wait a little bit? I'm up for it either way. Will says you're just trying to know things which you already said you don't need to know. Um, yep, we can wait a little bit. Chris, just let us know when. And you know what? It never just has to be one time. I'm up for it all the time. I'm always happy to guide people through breath work. Will says, yeah, I don't know, wait a bit. I have it all trying to jump up at me. I got a cat laying next to me. Simple says, very cool. Please, enough. From this point, it's classified as harassment. You have been asked nicely. This is true. Guys, remind me in 10 minutes to take my sleep supplement. It's just a little bit of melatonin, plant-based melatonin, and L-theanine, which is the ingredient that is found in green tea that helps relax. Also helps reduce anxiety. Sniper says, Eric, I use nicely at the correct context then. Gotcha. Yep. I remember talking about that with you. Phoenix says, sorry if I speak too much. I mean, no harm, chat friends. Much love and prayers, everyone. Phoenix, you can never talk too much. I appreciate everything you have to say. It's a valued addition to our conversation. And I really do like to think of this as a dialogue. I like to think of it as a Zen jazz dialogue that we get to pivot in all kinds of different directions. What do you want to talk about, Rhea? What's your all-time favorite positive quote? Phoenix says, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Of course, one of my all-time favorite things to talk about, not just breath work, not just meditation, not just yoga. I talk, man, almost incessantly on forgiveness, on A Course in Miracles, because it's misunderstood. It's a different type of forgiveness. It's not a forgiveness that is bestowed upon others. Hey, Gilbert. Gilbert is rolling through. I appreciate it, Gilbert. The great Iceman. You guys subscribe to Gilbert, and have you seen the stuff that he does? If I were to use the term crazy, it is in the most positive way possible. Sometimes you need to be a little bit crazy to do some important stuff. Sniper says, Ray, quote, any hobbies? It's a great question. Sniper says, greetings, Gilbert, sweating and smiling. Says, so everyone, hey, Gilbert, Adam, how are you? Saw you were doing a recovery workout today. Bullet says, I'm just trying to drink my tea and then have a dog trying to jump on me to get pets. That's the great thing about dogs. They want what they want when they want it. Sniper says, sweating. Bullet says, just trying to listen to Yogi and have Yoda trying to see you too. Well, tell Yoda that I said hi. Hey, Rebecca. Speaking of channels to subscribe to, I bet you everyone's already subscribed to Rebecca. But if not, please do. Rebecca is an amazing young athlete. She is running 1,000 miles for charity for the Make a Wish Foundation. She's, I think the last time I heard was, are you at like 380 now, Rebecca? She's also in the cadets. Sven says, you need to be a little crazy to do important stuff. Yes. And Adam's a good example of that. Stepping up for the Holy Grail, 1,000 burpees on April 26th. What's up, Toy Pups? Willis says, yeah, they can't wait a second. They cannot. They need that attention now. Willis says, Yoda says, hi, I appreciate that. My cat, black cat, or maybe it's the other black cat, said hi too. Let's see. Toy Pup says, hi, Yogi. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You're welcome, my friend. Always. Always there for you. Sniper says, hey to Toy Pups. Rebecca says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, Rebecca. You give me a lot of hope for the future. I've mentioned that before, but it's true every time I say it. Leo, how did today go? Leo says, wishing you a great day, Yogi. Thank you, my friend. I hope things went well. And what do they say about recovery? Rebecca says, I'm on 362 now. Awesome. Zephyr says, rare quote, what do you mean? What hobbies is this then? Well, what do you like to do, Rhea? Rebecca says, thank you, nature. Oh, Chris says, that's wonderful, Rebecca. Ray says, why are dogs on this live? I thought you were talking about other things when you're talking about pets getting petted. We talk about everything. Willis says, Zoogie, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Had a pretty good day. I didn't see a whole lot nature-wise when I was out on my walks. But that's okay. Some days are more quiet than others. Zipper says, rare quotes who you talking to? And Willis says, I don't think I asked you this yet on this live, maybe. I can't remember. You probably did. You're really good about that. Chris says, hi to Toy Pups. Gilbert says, hi to Sniper. Freya says, I don't know. I hate these stuff. What? We're just making, you said, what do you want to talk about? Willis says, yet again, Rhea, I was talking to Yogi. If I don't see a name, I'm normally talking to me. Willis says, probably, so I have to ask. I appreciate you asking. Willis says, hi to Toy Pups. So, back to forgiveness. I wrote about this morning on my blog. If you guys, if you Google my name, you'll find my blog. Just write, it's actually called Headless Now. Headless Now. But if you put my name, Eric McCarty, and like writing or poetry, most of my stuff would come up. And I was talking about Zen guides. Forgiveness is actually closer to Zen than anything else. It's very mindful. Zipper says, very quick, please remember what I said nicely. Where it says, I am Yoda, do you forgive me or do you not like me? Hey, Linda Journals, how are you? Hello from an author and a journaler. Hello. I love your channel. I love that you are highlighting journaling. I recommend journaling for everyone and for everything. Keep a gratitude journal. Keep a mindfulness journal. Just things that come to you moment by moment by moment. Just journal. I have journals everywhere for all kinds of stuff. This one, my Zen journal, and shelves of journals and notebooks. I love journaling. Where it says, "Do you forgive me?" Yoda says, "The way I never said I didn't like you." Lynn says, "How to toy pups." Zipper says, "Rare quote for what?" Lynn says, "I got a new video showed up for my art journal again. My newest video has gotten no likes, sadly. Well, it will. It will by the end of the night. Could you you want to drop a link? Hey, Lynn, feel free whenever you pop in here, uh, drop links for anything that you want to bring some attention to. Talk about the things that you're working on. Let us know how we can help you. Uh, Connect with other people and keep expanding that community. Emphasis rare quote, you owe her an apology. Then says my current journal is um, it's half writing, half creative. Nice. It's such a valuable tool. Well, it says, when can you do one thing? Just stop talking, not being rude or anything, but you're not keeping this to anyone else, only me. Why there's no need. There's more people on this live stream. Talk to them. Who has another question for me? You got it. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan's hello. How are you doing? Jonathan, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? And there is a link from our friend Lynn. If you guys could check out her new short, it is week 12 spring theme. I have it up right now. Give me 1 second, guys. And I'll let it play through. And then when we come back tonight, I will give it. I'm gonna have it run now, just so we get a view, and so people can see what you're doing. And then I'll come back after the live stream and I'll watch the whole thing all the way through and give it my attention. That's the important thing. Right now, I just hit the like, and we got 2 comments. Nice. Aaron Thompson, who just came in here. Jonathan says, nice. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Believe it or not, green tea has helped a lot with anxiety. Well, it says, what is best bath for stress to stop anxiety attacks? There's quite a few. Almost every breath that we've done is good for it. But here's the thing. Let me take this real quick. For some reason, this captured my cat's attention. Um, breath work is accumulative. So you get the benefit. Here's the great thing about breath work. You get the benefits immediately, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. The 4-7-8 breath, it's an ancient yogic breath, but it was recently popularized by Andrew Weil, who is a alternative physician. Uh, really good stuff. I have some personal issues with him. I don't know him, but I know people who know him. He's a good guy, by all accounts. But he was a member of or he wanted to be a member of the Harvard Psychedelic Club back in the 1960s, early 60s, when Richard Alpert and Timothy Leary were head of the Harvard psychology department. And they were doing their experiments. This is how the 1960s, as we know them, got started. And Andrew Weil, very much, who was an intern or a teacher's aide, very much wanted to participate, and they wouldn't let him. So he turned them in for the work that they were doing and got them fired. The only two people in the history of Harvard who had tenure who got fired. And it's a wonderful thing they did get fired because Timothy Leary traveled the world. What is it? Tune in, drop out, turn on, something like that. But for me, more importantly, Richard Alpert went to India and met his guru and became Ram Dass. And Ram Dass is the famous American yogi who said one of my all-time favorite things towards the end of his life. When he was asked, let's see, Sweat and Smile says, going on a walk. He was asked, why are we here? What's the purpose of life? And everyone expected this deep, profound, yogic answer. The purpose of life is to meditate and reach subtle levels of consciousness until the self passes away and we realize our inherent unity with all of life. They expected something like that. He had bowed his head and he gave it deep consideration. And he looked up and he said, I think we're all here to walk each other home. How beautiful is that? To just walk each other home. If I had a message for my channel, it would be, let's walk each other home. Easy. Hey, Easy. What are your thoughts on digitalization? First off, I'm surprised that I actually said that, and I hope I don't have to repeat it. Second, do you think computers are good for society? I don't think computers are good or bad. They're an instrument, and it's what we do with the instrument that counts. I think computers have done a great many things to enhance my life. But sometimes I wonder, what would I be doing without a computer? Lynn says, I'm giving shout outs and supporting others. Nice. I appreciate that. So have a good walk, Adam. Lynn says, y'all sub to me and I'll do a special shout out for you on my journal and any color y'all want. Nice. And give y'all a sticker by your name. Sorry, I might have missed some comments up above. So there was a point to that big, long, whatever it was that I was doing. Ram Dass and Andrew Weil. Andrew Weil Um, he devoted the rest of his life to alternate medicine, plant medicine, self care. Studied a lot of yoga, a lot of Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And he came across in a yogic text, the 4-7-8 breath. See how I'm tying it all together? And he introduced it to the public. And he has said, if you were to practice that twice a day, it would be better than any medication for stress and anxiety. 4-7-8. So maybe we'll do that again. Let me know when you guys are ready. I just need to answer questions right off the bat without telling a story. I I apologize. Lynn says, I gotta go. Just wanted to pop in and say hi to everyone. I appreciate that, Lynn. So what are your thoughts, Easy? Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare says, so Yogi, hi. What's up, Nightmare? Willow says, can we do breath work soon? Need it, Yogi? Yep. Are you still with us, Chris? Nightmare says, guys, there's an option of hide from use it from channel. I'm not suggesting using it, but it's always an option, is all I'm saying. It's a good suggestion. What's up, Runner Boy? So, Runner Boy, what's next now that you've done this course? All right. So Chris is still here. So if you guys want, we'll do our breath work. We're gonna do the 4-7-8 breath. Remember, I want to. What's the question? Easy. I want to stress again. You get direct benefits from doing breath work once, but the accumulative benefits of doing it every day is amazing. That's when the stress starts to go down. You do it every day. And we don't judge every breath work session as what do I get out of it now? We know that it accumulates and we know the value. Every time we do it, we're putting money in the bank. I couldn't think of another analogy. Well, so scroll, all right, through doing this. One boy says, don't know. We will just see what happens. Chris says, hi to Nightmare and Running Boy. Chris says, why Yoda? Why would you block me? I said, sorry. Hey, Freya, I think the best thing to do is just give Yoda, give Rolla some space. Hey, Chris is ready. Easy's gonna ask after breath work. Hey, Sue, we got a 4-leaf clover from Sue. That is 4 leaves, isn't it? Or is that 3 leaves? Hey, clover is a clover, guys. It's all good luck. Buddha says you can clearly tell I'm not in the mood. We get some love from Toy Pups. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 4-7-8 breath, and then we're gonna do butterfly hug. Butterfly hug. The way I was taught was interlacing your fingers. That seems a little complicated. You can just fold your hands over, and you find the spot that works with you. Might be on the upper chest. It might be closer to the heart. It might be towards the shoulders, but you'll find that spot. We're going to do bilateral movement. As slow as you want, as fast as you want. You might start fast and slow it down. We're going to do the breath work and then follow it up with that to keep it, to help ground us. This would really help reduce anxiety, reduce stress, and it's a loving gift that we get to give to ourselves. The bilateral movement does some pretty amazing stuff to the brain. Pretty scientific. I'm not smart enough to explain it. I don't understand the scientific reasoning for a large percentage of the stuff that I do, but I try it, and I'm my own laboratory. Does it work? Does it have measurable effects? I've done the Brahmari, that bumblebee breath. You guys remember that? In a doctor's office, I had my blood pressure and my heart rate taken, and they said, "Wow, that's really good. You got really low blood pressure, low heart rate. You must be an athlete." And I said, "Yes, I am an athlete, but I'm a little stressed in the doctor's office. Everyone is. I can make it better if you want." And they laughed and said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I can lower it by about 10 points at any time." And they wanted to see me do it. So I did the breath work, and they were astounded. Astounded. Mr. Poopinator, I've been thinking about you. Yo, fart for me, bro? I wish I could. I owe it to you. If I ever owed anything to anyone, I owe Mr. Poopinator a fart. I know how to reach you. So if it feels like it's the time, I will reach out to you. It's nice to see you, my friend. Runner Boy says, "Oh no, not Mr. Poop. It is Mr. Poop. Hey, you're here just in time, Poopinator. We're gonna do some breath work." Phoenix says, "Hit that like, share, and subscribe." Thank you, Phoenix. Runner Boy is always stirring the pot. Poopinator says, "Oh, comment. It's been a while." It has been a while. How have you been? All right. Hey, if you can hang out, we're gonna do some breath work, and then we'll catch up. Nightmare says, "All that time, and you can't even fart for the man." And it's been like a year. It's been a year. And I feel bad. Willis says, "Runner Boy, thanks for making me laugh." Skid says, "I'm so excited. I started getting out my fish tank today. Nice. Need to get some live plants, snails, and shrimp. Then let the tank established for a couple weeks, then introduce some fish. Nice. I like that." Rhea says, "I'm not being mean to you, Runner Boy. You are right. Let's not be mean to anyone. Anyone. Kindness. No exceptions." Seven says, "Mr. Poopinator, we have a farting champion." We do have a farting champion in the chat. Is she here? All right. Sorry, guys. Breath work. Skid says, "I got here just in time for breath work." Yes, breath work and the butterfly hug. So for those who wish to, Mr. Poopinator has been well. Awesome. For those who wish to participate, I'm going to be out of the chat for just a minute, guys, but I will pop in afterwards. We'll catch up. If everyone could do me a favor, be kind to each other. That's all I ask. Just be kind. It's your responsibility, your ability to respond, to be kind. So for those who want to participate, if you could please close your eyes, relax. We're going to do the magical 4-7-8 breath. This is a breath that the one who brought it to the public's attention says if you did it twice a day, it would be better than medication for stress and anxiety. We breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. We're going to exhale through the mouth with pursed lips. Tongue right behind the front teeth, upper front teeth, making a whoosh sound. So I'm going to demonstrate. And that was for 8. It helps. Notice your belly when you're breathing out. Bring your belly, let it move inwards. As you breathe in, the belly inflates. As you breathe out, the belly deflates. And make that whoosh sound as you breathe out. So with your eyes still closed, just relax and notice your breath. Wherever you're breathing now is the perfect way to breathe for you in this moment. Just notice it. And now make a subtle shift to breathe exclusively in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you to take a breath in, release it, and then we're going to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale however you would like, through the mouth, through the nose, just exhale. And now breathe in through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the lips for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay there with your eyes shut for just a moment, letting the breath settle, relax, breath coming back normally, naturally. Allow yourself to breathe through the nose, exhale through the nose. We're going to continue this just a little bit longer, but you can open your eyes. And if you could put your hands crossed on your upper chest. We're going to do bilateral tapping at a speed and a rhythm feels comfortable to you. You can experiment where you're doing it. It could be a little higher up. I like it right a little over my heart center. You do it very softly. You can do it where there's no sound at all. You can do a little pressure. And then when you're ready, put your hand right on the heart center. Other hand on top of that. Spend a moment opening up the heart center for a position. Namaste, my friends. And that's it. Marie says I'll do the breathing thing because I'm having breathing issues. How are you, Marie? Creepinator says I'm dizzy. Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice. Especially on the out breath. Because with the out breath, we always want to, we'll never make it to 8 doing it. So we are, it's like we're releasing air. Marie says, I'm good for now. Marie says, a bit better. Thanks, Yogi. You're welcome. Remember, it's a practice. Creepinator says, I'm falling asleep. Good. It's actually a really good breath to help with sleep. Marie says, I'm good for now. Boy says, I'll be live in the morning again for some sandbag work. I'll be there to check you out. Skit says, thanks for that, Eric. You're welcome, Skits. Always. Squirrel says, what was going on? I just read up in the chat. Thanks, Squirrel. Boy says, releasing from my mortar coil. Nope. Chris says, thank you, Yogi. Chris, you're welcome, my friend. Miss Pippener says, Yogi, we got to upgrade those curtains. Mr. Poopinator, don't tell me you have something against 1970s decor. That was a classic era in home decorations. Skit says, you're not taking sand from the beach again, are you, running boy? There we no beach left. Hey, Easy, are you still with us? You had a question about vegetarianism? Pepper says, nothing new, all dealt with. Hey, Sandesh, how are you? Says, hi, Yogi. It's his friend Sandesh. How was your day? Pretty good. How's your day going? I know you're, what, 4 hours behind over on the West Coast? How's everything in Seattle? Wonder Boy says, skits, our beaches are mostly sharp rocks. Mr. Pupinator says yes. Marie says, Yogi, I will never mention mushy peas again after today. What happened today? Did someone force you to eat mushy peas? Mr. Pupinator is laughing. Says, not at all. But I mean, come on, come on, brother. Man, someday I'll take you guys down into the living room, and you've seen the basement. You've seen me do burpees and kettlebells. You've seen the basement, so you know about the 1970s paneling that's going on down there. Zephyr says, greetings, Sandish. Sabar Sai says, Sai Yogi. Hey, Sai, how are you? Welcome back, my friend. Willis says, yeah, it doesn't help as much this time, just because I'm stressing so much. The thing is, we want to keep reducing that level of stress. Sometimes it might be just a little bit at a time, but we keep reducing it and reducing it. And we also provide you the tools that you can use. So also remember the kitty breath, the Vader breath. For everyone else, it's the ocean breath. So I says, had a squirrel sniper. Miss Pupinator says, everyone have a good night. I'm going to get some corned beef and beer. Hey, enjoy, Pupinator. Thanks for coming in. It's much appreciated. This is, oh, you have to come to Blackpool, RB, brother. I'd say you'd have a field day, but it would be more of a dune. Reese says, mushy peas are nasty. I told you. No one believed me. Thanks for the clovers, Pupinator. Burner Boy says, the school ceiling panels, we got them. Down in the basement. Zephyr says, that'll do it, Mr. Poop. Sai says, Yogi, what do you do to make money? This is it. This is how I make money. Talking on YouTube. Nature videos and talking about breath work and yoga psychology and forgiveness as offered by A Course in Miracles. Nemmer says this healing is very modern down there. By modern, do you mean like late 1980s instead of early 1970s? This is it. This is my job. I'm basically retired, sort of. I don't know what I'm retired from. I left a job as retail management to have a full-time training business, which did quite well for a while. It slowed down specifically after my divorce and my training space became a little smaller. And I was a caregiver for both my parents, and that started taking more and more time. So, I was fortunate that I could reduce my business and that I was working from home, training people here, or going to people's homes as well. Then when COVID hit and my father's congestive heart failure got to the point where we knew I had hoped to help him make it another year comfortably, not in pain. But we could see that would be stretching it. It wasn't going to work. So between COVID, I couldn't train people any longer because I couldn't bring them to my house. I couldn't go to people's houses. I had to keep my dad safe. Didn't even want him to catch a cold because with congestive heart failure, it could prove to be too much, weakened immune system. So basically, all I did was caregive. And then after my father died, I started thinking about what I wanted to do. I'm a certified meditation instructor. I'm a certified breathwork coach, and I'm a 200-hour certified yoga asana teacher. And my goal was to do that full time. And I found that I was teaching for free. Like I was teaching a couple caregivers, one of whom comes on here. You guys know Jess. She was a caregiver for her mom, her final years, and she needed meditation, the stress of a caregiver. And she was also not working much, so I didn't want to charge her. And then I started thinking, I really can't charge anyone for doing one, what I love to teach, and two, what is so valuable for people. So I proved to be a pretty bad businessman. Um, and that's when I started thinking about YouTube. I don't know if it's possible, but I've been trying. Thanks for asking, Si. Is that you in the thumbnail? Which thumbnail was it? I don't remember what I put in there. But probably. Adele Gaming says, I think Village Food Season live. Join you, host. Hey, Adele, how are you? I appreciate the compliment. Nice live. Reese says I hit 102 subs. Not much improvement. That's not bad. It takes a little bit of time. Adele, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Emma says, I like this channel. Thank you. Very much appreciate it, guys. Seppa says he has books out too, Si. I do. I probably should have mentioned that. Flip Up says, super chat, my friend. Thank you, Toy Pups. Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, dropping a like, Mr. Yogi. Off to sleep. Been a long day. I'd all bless. Take care and good night. Take care, my friend. Take care to you and Chloe. Sniper Toy Pup says, entertaining you, Cybar, my friend, and helping you. I hope so. That's the objective. So welcome, new friends. I appreciate you guys being here. Grace says, oh, well, my old channel, it took me a few months to hit 300. You'll get there. We get some links dropped by Toy Pups and Sniper. Thank you, guys. Willa says, you're such a nice person, Yogi. As are you. We mentioned that before. You know, a lot of qualities that we have that we love within others, we're unable to recognize within ourselves, so we project them upon others. Not that other people don't have them too. Simple says, Jess is a beautiful soul, Eric. She is. She is. She was, much like me, she was a caregiver for both her father, who passed away before her mom, and her mother as well. Not to mention, she had it a bit harder. She had kids to take care of too. Her and I hung out in similar crowds when we were kids. I didn't know her personally, but we had same friends, so I'm sure we ran across each other. This was in the 1980s. Yep, Adil Village Food Season's a good friend. All right, where am I? Hey, Sam. Sam says I have a food tech tomorrow and I'm cooking. Do you know what you're going to cook, or is it going to be a surprise? Adil says, thanks, guys. You're welcome, my friend. If you guys, Adil, if you would like to connect to some people and subscribe, you're going to be a moderator. Brian says, I hope everyone is doing well today. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Brian. So, Brian, I took you off as a managing moderator and just added you back on now as a standard moderator. So you should be able to reply to the shorts. Brian says, "Hey Eric, just got done doing 500 burpees before that 60 unbroken Tyson push-ups with 20-pound vest. A little burnt out now. I bet. Man, you put in awesome, awesome sessions, Brian." Sam says, "I need to get some sleep. Sorry, I never get to stay long, just in the time zone." That's understood. I'm not the best. Bye. Have a good day, everyone. You too. Have a good day in cooking class. Neil says, "Good live." Thank you, my friend. Danny's saying hi to everyone. How are you, Danny? Neil says, "Awesome. You are handsome." I'm going to say that I'm serviceable. Serviceable is the best that I can say about myself. Sam says, "Before I go, I'm cooking specte bolognese. Bolognese. I have definitely spelled it wrong. That's okay. I said it wrong too." We got some love from Toy Pups. Brian says, "Thanks. You're welcome." Italiano says, "Toy Pups. Yum. Hey, how was your chicken strips?" Brian says, "Hey, Eric, I've been letting my beard grow as well." Yeah, I inadvertently trimmed mine. Mistake. With a brand new beard trimmer. Um, Adil says, "Where are you, host?" I'm on the east coast of the United States. Hey, Jamie. Jamie, really nice live stream today. I enjoyed listening to you. Will says, the hand thing that you did yesterday, I was using that a lot today. Helps a bit. Hand skating. Next, tomorrow, we're going to try some tapping, Willa. Tapping, we're working with Chinese medicine. It's called meridian points. This is what they do, the same principle for acupuncture. And we start and we give a positive affirmation. You can do it with the Ho'oponopono that I had talked about before. So you can do it with, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Last one. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You can also do it with an affirmation, or you can begin with, "Even though I am feeling stress and anxiety in this moment, I allow myself to relax and release the stress and anxiety." And you just go through the whole thing. It helps if someone guides you through it, but you can do it yourself. It it does work. Maybe what was it, a month or two ago? We were doing this quite a bit to help people. What's up, Dan? Poor man is here. We got some love from Adil. Danny says Sam and Frenchie and Michael. Skid says, I am well. Thank you for asking, Adil. How are you, my friend? Just subbed. Let me make sure that I'm subbed to Adil as well. I am. Just wanted to double check. I like that dip station, Dan. Frenchie's waving at Danny. Will says that sounds good. We will try it tomorrow, Yogi. Yep, we'll definitely try it. Leo says, have a great evening, brother. Leo, how are you doing? How did today go? Toy Pup says, we're at 39,830 subs. Our goal is 40,000. Let's get that done tomorrow. Brian says, hello, Toy Pups. How are you today? Oops, sorry, I missed some stuff up top. I was tapping away. Let's see. Brian says, hey, Eric, what happens when you get 2,000 subs? I'm at 1,500 now. Toy Pup says, then you work towards 3,000 subs, Brian. Duh. Excellent point. Yep, nothing special happens at 15 or even 2,000 or even 3,000, except you reach more people. Your message, and you have a wonderful message, Brian. Your message goes to more people. Now, watch hours. 3,000 watch hours is one of the magic numbers. Sniper says, Brian Lane, you get to have a live stream party. There you go. Let's see. Leah says, stay still going, brother. Recover kind of be quick but annoying. Thank you, brother, for asking. Absolutely. I was thinking about you today. Deal says, good. Guys, join me. I will return all. Thank you, Adil. Hammer says, can we get a what's up app? What's up app, yo? For the one time. What's up app, yo? How was that? Sometimes I nail it and I hit it perfectly, and other times I struggle with it. Hey, Nikki Lee. Nikki says, Yogi, and she sends some loves. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. It says, I just had a thought that when Eric gets behind the chat, that message will reach him at some point in the future, but not now. So for now, Yogi's favorite food is mushy peas until he reads this. I'm not that far behind. Not that far behind. And the eternal moment is always now. And in this now, in this eternal moment, I will always greatly dislike mushy peas. Never had one, never will. Brian says, yes, Sniper, I remember that. Thanks. Flip Up says, aim big, accomplish big goals, then celebrate. I would like to get 8,000 subs in a month. I'm a month away from my actual birthday, not my nightmare Jace birthday, but my actual birthday. Dan says, Leo, speedy recovery. Absolutely. Nightmare says that was great. I did my best. Brian says, wasn't sure if there was anything for 2,000, so I asked Yogi. Always good to ask. Brian gives a salute to Dan. Man, we just had Dan, Leo, Brian Lane, some of the true powerhouses in the burpee community here. Flip Up says, we'll only celebrate when we reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers and the silver play button in hand. It's going to happen. Emma says, I agree. Aim small and keep working on it. Aiming too big will only demotivate you. Oh, I disagree. Aim small and keep working on it. I would agree with that as well. Well, says, Yogi, what is your cats doing now? I have a guess they are sleeping. My one was laying here beside me. She likes to come in when I meditate, when I do breath work, and she'll settle down. And then she'll stay sleeping until she gets whatever in her mind to go sleep somewhere else. And then she'll sleep there, and then she'll come back and she'll sleep with me again. Skid says, I was hoping my small paragraph went unnoticed. Never. Mushy Peas stands out. The best thing cats do is sleep. This is true. And push things over for some reason. Took up 800 subscribers. What a great goal. I'm at 7 something. I actually don't remember where I am. Oh, 7351. I don't suspect that 8,000 is going to be any different than 7351. I like the eights. I like the number 8. There's something special, something magical about that number 8. Squirrel Sniper might be able to help decipher that. Well, it says, it stops them attacking your hands. This is true. Vader attacking mine. Brian says, I know Men of Actions has 100 subs. So does my friend rapper Kolichi. Chad Smith from Pittsburgh got silver. Nice. Man, I remember when Men of Action had like 100. Everyone share a shorts for Yogi's short feed, please. That might help. Skit says, I agree, Nightmare. I'm happy with every sub I get. Brother, my goal is to get subs specifically. It's to connect and help people. You and I are on the same page there, Skits. But what I equate with subs is connection. So every sub you make opens up new connections and new avenues to help more people. Well, it says, yeah, my dog, when I'm doing breath work, I open my eyes and I just see him stare at me. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, they think we're pretty weird. Marie says, Skibidi. Skibidi to you, my friend. Nightmare says, Eric Mushy P. McCarty. That would never stick. I hope. Brian says, mine really isn't to get subs either. Just to put something inspiring out there, really. You do, Brian, you do. Nightmare says, same here, Brother Skits. I basically have a sport channel. And you do it well, Nightmare. You've been a huge support for me. I couldn't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate your support. Danny says hi to Brian and Poor Man and Nikki. Tip Up says, please share a short or a video, guys, to a friend or family member. Rose says, I have another question for you. Sorry. Nope, you are always welcome to have questions. Brian says, Danny, brother. Poor Man says, Danny. Tip says, 8 is the start of the next cycle of 7. That's Magic 7. King's Wonder Days chakra is the starting point of all that will be. Nice. It's also the symbol for eternity. Marie says, I ate mushy peas and they are nasty. Finally. I tried to tell you, Marie, but I'm just happy that you're now over on my side. Well, it says, yeah, I mean, if they look at us weird, does that mean we are? I think my dog thinks, what the hell? Oh, not this again? We are pretty weird. We do pretty weird stuff. But you know what? It's the weird people that eventually shape the world. Dare to be weird. Nightmare says, thanks, Yogi. I know it's not a lot to just subscribe to someone. That's why I always make sure to like the lives, even if I can't stay to watch. That's much appreciated. So there's little things that really make a difference. My cat is back, by the way, Willow. Adil says, okay, hosts, bye, good night. Good night to you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Willow says, I don't know why I asked so many questions. That's okay. I enjoy the questions. Sepa says, exactly the loop in the cycles. Maurice says that them things are nasty. I've never tried them, but I suspected. Brian says, I would like to see Leo and Jacob get real high up with numbers. I remember them since they won, when they had like 20 subs. Jacob had like 18. I remember telling him not to stop. Yep, as a matter of fact, Brian, you sent me the link for Leo and Jacob back when they had like 20 or so and said, hey, I like these channels. I like these guys. Can you help support them? Willis says, I hate Musty Peas. I can't spell it. That's okay. But you know what I mean? The list is growing. Brian says, and of course you too, Eric. Thank you, Brian. As I mentioned before, I don't know. Don't know if it's possible. What I have to my advantage is I don't need a whole lot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bo says, yeah, we need weird people in the world. We do. So weird people who are, it's that weird sensitivity that makes us artists and mystics and poets. Brian says, hey, Yogi brought a yoga mat today too. Nice, Brian. It's a good balance. The hardcore stuff you're doing with some of the softer practices like yoga. I know that you like a lot of qigong as well. I agree, Nightmare. It's normal people that we need to watch out for. The reason is because normal people are suppressed. Normal people are weird people who don't allow themselves to be weird. They don't allow themselves just to be spontaneous and live life in a truly intuitive, artistic, and creative expression, an inspired life. Toy Pup says, question is how we learn. Means you're a very smart young lady. Agreed. Bullet says, my question up there. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. What breath work helps the most? It's not so much which specific one as doing them every day to getting that overall, the accumulative effect. Zipper says the last is the first here. So you want to do breath work at least 3 times a day. You want to do it in the morning, you want to do it in the afternoon, and you want to do it in the evening, specifically before bed. And then therapeutically as you need to. So if you feel that anxiety creeping in or stress, then you do some extra breath work. So it's good to have a variety. But here's the thing for like mornings and afternoon, the 4x4 breathing is excellent. Breathing in for 4, that natural pause, exhale in for 4. Very good breath. Then in the evening, as the day progresses, or if you heavily stressed. You want to lengthen the exhalation. You might want to do the 4 and the 8. The 4 and the 8 breathing through the left side. Thing is, too many options can also be a distraction because now what breath should I do? Just remember when you're really anxious to lengthen the exhale. The number one practice is that ocean breath, the ocean breath, because you can do that anytime, anywhere, and it has such a powerful effect on the central nervous system. Practice that every day, every opportunity you get. Danny says, Yogi, good night, and the chat as well. Good night, Danny. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the good weather coming your way. We will be right back. Good. Willow says, yeah, but I feel like I'm asking too much. Sometimes when I'm just trying to know, that's okay. 7 notes in a musical skill, but the music sounds unfinished unless the 8th note is played. The 8th note is the same as the first. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. I never put that together before. Last is the first. Thank you, Sniper. Weird is wonderful. It is. It is. So have a good night, Danny. Brian says, I'd like everyone here who puts a good message out to get higher up there with your channels. Thank you, Brian. I'm including you there as well. As mentioned before, you got a powerful message. Seppa says that was just a download. That was an important one. That was an important insight. Hey, Elfish, how are you, my friend? Get a hello and a thumbs up. Songahan says hi, Yogi. Hey, Songahan. Phoenix and Fireside says, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Seppa says weird means one that controls their own destiny. Brian says, so Nightmare, thanks for commenting the other day, and that Nightmare is a very smart individual. He is. And a good friend. Nightmare says, did I miss the breath work tonight? I've been in and out. Yeah, we did the 4, 7, 8 breath, but we're going to wrap things up. Do you guys want to end with some breath work? Format says, try the new workout. Yogi, sandbag, sit down. 10 reps is hard work. I was there when you were doing dips. I missed the sandbag, but I'll check it out. I'll go back and watch. Let's see. Bull says, Yogi, on your birthday, so I want to draw you a photo of what animal would you like, that it can be more than one animal. If you want, just want to know so I can draw before your birthday, and it will be out on your birthday. If I can, before I hope I can, that way I'm asking now. Okay, how about a fox? Thank you, Odom. Our good friend Odom is here, and he has dropped a thumbs up for 10 joules. We get a few joules. Awesome. Brian says, thanks, Nightmare. I just like to find stuff too, share out what might help others. That's the really important stuff that you do, Brian. Brian says, oh, Brian, thank you so much. I had a phone call. No one ever calls me. Well, that's not true. People call me on Facebook Messenger. No one ever calls me on my actual phone. Brian, my friend, much appreciated. Nemo says, much love, Brian. Absolutely. Much love to Brian. Much love to Odom, too. Thank you, Odom. But while we're at it, while we're on the subject, much love to all of you guys. Just thanks for being here and hanging out with me. Brian says, you're very welcome, Eric. So I'm thinking Fox. So Nightmare, since you didn't do breath work, you guys want to do a little bit of breath work? We're gonna do something very simple. And I'm not even gonna count for you. What I would like you to do, this is the breath that we were talking about with ocean, the ocean breath. We were talking about that, Willow. Remember the ha sound. So if anyone would like to do some end of live stream breath work, Skid says, Zedram, Odom, and Brian, let's go. Definitely legends. Odom says, hey, Brian Lane. Will says, can we finish with breath work? I always try to make it morning lives. Sometimes miss it, but yeah, I appreciate that. Nightmare says, you know, I never seen it. It's breath work, Yogi. All right. I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes. Does anyone need a refresher on the ocean breath? Let me know. Simple says, how much do you like Star Wars? As a kid, when I saw it in the movie theater, I loved it. Hey, Abigail. Abigail says hi. Will says, scroll a lot. I called Two Pets Star Wars after Star Wars. Vader and Yoda. Abigail says, I'm doing amazing. That's awesome, Abigail. So, the ocean breath. You are literally breathing like the ocean. You're making that Darth Vader, speaking of Star Wars, that Darth Vader sound. I'm going to demonstrate real quick. Breathing in through my nose, exhaling through my mouth. Now I'm going to, hey, B, I'm going to do the same thing with my mouth shut. Now I want to do the same thing, breathing in. You guys can hear. It's a very light constriction of the throat. This is such an important breath. This breath can guide you through anxiety and panic attacks, stress that lowers the heart rate. You can do it anytime and anywhere. Hey, Gator, Cable Company is here. Says, like that, brother. 37, rock on. Thank you so much. A good friend, the Cable Company, guys. Make sure you head over, subscribe to Gator. It's got a wonderful channel. You'll learn a whole lot about American history. Stuff you didn't even think of. Stuff you don't learn in school. Willis says, like that breath? I call it breathing like me, cat. I like that name. Brian says, please take care of yourself and others. Absolutely, Brian. Thank you for that message. He says, hello. So, what I want you to do, guys, is breathe in through the nose, making that sound. Breathe out through your nose, making that sound. Elongate the exhalation comfortably. So make the exhalation longer than the inhalation. That's all you got to worry about, is making that sound very lightly and extending the exhale. Good rule of thumb, breathe in for count of 4, exhale for count of 6 or longer. The important thing is the longer exhalation and the ujjayi breath, that ocean sound. So let me know when you guys are ready. Just give me a thumbs up. I'm going to have a timer up. And I want you guys to practice it for 2 minutes. All right, Willow is ready. You still with us, Nightmare? For those who wish to participate, you could close your eyes and relax. Just relax. Nightmare is ready. Think of the sound of the ocean. That's the sound that you're going to practice. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Abigail is ready. So here we go. Guys, I'm going to close my eyes and do it with you. Sorry, Willow. I apologize, my friend. I apologize. You can put your hand on your heart center if you want. When you guys are ready, end the breath. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment longer. Nice and relaxed. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. This is the foundation breath. This is the breath to master. Thank you, Skits. Hey, Josh. Semper says to Willow, does the cat ever say, we meet again at last? The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner, but now I am now I am a master. Abigail says, I feel amazing. Hi, Skits. I'm glad to hear that, Abigail. Skits says, hi, Abigail. Hi, T. Hi, Josh. Let's see. Willis says, sorry, Squirrel, I was doing the breath work. I wish you did. That would be cool. It would be cool. Member says, thanks, Sergey. Another favorite of mine. Mine too. Uh, Willis says, I feel much better. I love that breath. I love it too. It's such a powerful breath. This is why, again, it's the foundation in every yoga practice. Some yoga classes will have you do it when you're going through every pose as you're breathing. I do it as when I do the 4x4 and the 4-8, I add in that breath. But I also do it just like we did as I'm laying on my back, getting ready to sleep. I did it. It was my breath that led me out of my panic attacks. Well, says, yeah, that's probably my favorite one. It's so calming and helps so much. Good. Skit says, I wanted you to open your eyes and see love, hence the heart spam. And it worked. Thank you for that. I'm going to buy a microphone, just a cheap one, so that when I demonstrate that, how to do that breath, you'll be able to hear it better. I won't have to get all the way up close. I'll look right before I go to bed and see if I can find it. So speaking of which, we're going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed. I know it's early for you. I know it's late for some of you guys. Longan says, Sup Yogi, just missed the breath. We will be back tomorrow, my friend, and we'll do some more breath work. Willis says, all right, I might go to bed soon. Didn't get good sleep yesterday. Yeah, I bet you didn't. So you can practice that breath, Willow, as you're laying on your back. Willow says, we're going to bed. I'm still going to bed. I'm tired. Me too. I'm more sleepy than tired. Says, we'll do. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 37 thumbs up. T says, Yogi, thanks. Sorry I've been able. That's okay, T. I understand, my friend. You always know how to find me. Skid says, good night, everyone. Much love. Stay smiling and remember, be happy. Thank you for that, Skits. Willis says, yeah, same. Laughing. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, my friend. See you tomorrow. Long John says, where are you at, Yogi? What time is it there? I'm on the east coast of the United States. It's only a little after 7 here, but I wake up really early, so I try to go to bed early-ish. I like to unwind for a bit after I turn things off. A little bit of reading, do my breath work, have a conversation with my cat. So, Long John, thanks for coming in. Sniper, thank you for your moderating skills. Much appreciated. Cable company Gator sends us a smiling face. Thank you, Gator. Guys, remember, reach out, sub to our friend Gator. Great guy, great channel. Willis says, does the cat speak back to you? Hey. Did you hear him? Her, I'm sorry. Hey. What do you got to say? Hey. Now she's being silent. So sometimes she does. Get a peace sign from Long John. All right. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow, right? I hope so. Take care. Have a good night and much love to all of you. Yoda says cute. Yeah, she is. I'll see you. Get some good sleep tonight, guys. Sniper says night all. Night, Sniper.